Good morning, everyone. I am more than happy to be here with you, and I'm joining you today from Cameroon. My name is Sujan Francis, and this is practically my first session with you since 2022. So I want it to be a great one. I want to see all your contributions. I hope we have our New Year resolutions to make our business what we want it to be, and that is by taking it online, right? Like I had said already, my name is Sujan Francis. I am a digital trainer with Impact Her, and I'm not here alone today. I am here with Sandra as moderator, and we have Johanna at the broadcasting desk, just making sure that this session is amazing and runs smoothly. So, Sandra, I mean, she's the sweetest person ever. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat box and she's going to get to you. So, as you're all joining in, please tell me where you're joining in from. Well, I know that this is our counterparts at Fidelity in Nigeria. So please just drop your comments. If you're online, please let me see you. A simple good morning. Tell me what the weather is like today in Nigeria. Let me read from you. Hello, are we there? If we are, please show up in the chat box. Are we there? Okay, so, well, as you join in, I hope to read your contributions, your questions, and everything. And like I said, Sandra is there to equally take care of any concerns you may have. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about building your brand and selling online. So today's topic is build your brand and sell online. That's what we're going to be discussing today. And in order to break this down, in order to make this session easier to navigate, we are going to have three items on the agenda today. The first thing is we're going to discuss how you can establish your brand online. Like we said, online is the way now to get more people to see our business and to buy from us. So we're going to look at how to establish your brand online. Then we will go on to develop your e-commerce offering. That's the next aspect that we're going to look at. And then we'll conclude this session by looking at how to utilize social media to drive sales. Because as a business person, you know you want to make those sales. So these are the three things that we are going to be tackling in today's session, okay? All right, so before we get into what we are going to be discussing, I would like you to tell me how you currently market your business. Are there already some marketing tools that you're using to make your business seen or to make people know about your business? If there are, if you're currently engaging in any marketing activities, please kindly share with us what you're already doing um, to get your business seen by many people. Okay, so anyway, I'll be waiting for your contributions because I'm sure that as a business person, you're already making use of some marketing strategies to make sure that your business is being seen and people are buying and you're increasing sales. So, in case you are already using any of those strategies, please kindly let us know in the chat box. Just drop your comments and we'll get to it. So, anyway, as I wait for your contributions, I will proceed with what we have on next for the session. So, like I said, we will be starting with the first part of this agenda, which is to establish your brand online. And I'll ask another question again. What are some of the benefits that you're getting, that your business is enjoying by going online? Are there already some benefits that you are enjoying ever since you chose to take your business online? If there are any, kindly let us know. Maybe more people have seen your business. How many people in question? Please put it in the chat box. Yeah, there. Have you succeeded in selling more products ever since you took your business online? And how many people have seen you and actually bought? Please kindly share your experience with us. I would like to read from you. Okay, so as you're dropping all that, I'm going to be reading, okay? So just put it on and I'll be continuing with the session and I'll get back to your comments. Okay, so if you're already engaging online for your business to get visibility and to increase sales, these are some important statistics that you need to take note of. And in case you are not yet gaining an online presence, you've not yet thought about it, here is why you need to consider it. So the first reason is that we have more than 1 billion people, about 1.79 billion people who shopped online last year. So we know that with COVID and a lot of barriers that have come with physical transactions and engagements, people have taken to online transactions. And as more people shop online, it is important for your business to be online as well. So we are seeing here that more than 1.79 billion people shopped online just last year. And we equally have 97% of people who learn more about a business online than anywhere else, right? So when people are trying to get information about where to purchase a product or about a particular service, they'll likely go online and search for your business and try to get reviews. So another reason why you need to get set up if you are not yet online, and if you're already there, you need to keep up. Okay. And lastly, we have 95% of purchases which will be done through e-commerce by 2040. So this is a prediction that by 2040, close to 100% of e-commerce of commercial activities will be taking place online. So all these facts show that you have all, I don't know, every reason to get set up online if you aren't yet taking your business digital. Okay, and we're here to help you out with that. Okay, so once you get set up, once your business is online, this is how businesses use the internet, right? So basically, you can use your business, you can take advantage of selling products. Once you're all set up online, you can sell products. Consumers get the chance to equally buy products from you. And using the internet helps you to advertise your business, advertise your products. It helps you to equally reach customers. There are a lot of customers who will get to you to buy something from you without necessarily being in your geographical location, but just searching you online, they can easily get to you for whatever products or services they may need. And once you're equally set up online, you can use all the resources on the internet to research your competition, right? Because it's important for you to know those who are already in the same line of business as you. What are they doing, and what can you do better than them? Because obviously you need to outsmart your competition if you want your business to operate at optimum, making sales, reaching gathering a greater part of the market. You need to know what those who are already in the market are doing and what you can do better than them. So all this is possible with the internet today, right? So what's your excuse for not being online? So as you are thinking about taking your business to the next level, being online is an option. In fact, it's practically compulsory today. It's not just an option. Okay, so like I had previously said, in today's world, it is very important for you to be seen online because this is a digital age. We're currently living in a digital age, and this is never going away. This will only get better and improve with years to come, right? So you need to consider whether you're going to be setting up a website, an e-commerce platform, or a social media page in order to take your business to the next level. So it is very important for you to consider all these options, whether an e-commerce platform, whether a website, or whether a social media page. So we have examples of Inveli Designs and Juma Art Halls. These are businesses that are already set up and already have a strong online presence, and they have made remarkable growth the moment they went online with their businesses. So once you are ready to get set up, these are the different options or the different platforms that are available to you that you might want to consider for your business. So you have the possibility of setting up your own website, right? It's very possible for you to have your own website set up, and if you if your business is on Google My Business, you have the possibility of having a free website to run your business. And you can equally make use of a social media platform. With a social media platform, it is way more interactive than having your own website. And once you're on social media, you have access to a large audience, you have access to their demographics, you can see where these people are and where they are reaching you from, and it permits you to engage with them more. And then we equally have an online directory. You can consider having an online directory, which basically helps you to get listed on a catalog of contacts or websites in case somebody wants to search for a particular product or service which you're doing. It is easier for them to find it through an online directory. And then we equally have an e-commerce platform. So this platform allows you to sell your product or your service online. E-commerce platforms are basically designed to for business to business transactions or business to consumers transactions. So this and equally gives room for payment methods. So once you have an e-commerce platform, it facilitates how buyers contact you and how they can make their purchases. Okay, so you have all these options you can consider: your own website, your own social media platform, an online directory, and e-commerce platform. So see you have a variety of platforms to choose from. So if you're active on all of them, more visibility. Okay, but it's great. It's advisable that you're active on at least two, minimum two. But you can maximize all these platforms to make sure that you're getting the most out of your digital marketing experience. Okay, so if we have understood what the benefits are that come with taking your business online, let's look at what e-commerce in Africa looks like. Let's take a look at some statistics that should help us, should guide us as to what the e-commerce trends in Africa are like. So in Africa, we have 400 million internet users in Africa, which is second only to China. So Africa comes after China when it comes to the number of people using the internet. And we equally have a 10% of retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. And you should know that 2025 is not far. We're already in 2022, right? So in about 3 years from now, 10% of retail sales will be done through e-commerce platforms. And then we equally have $16.5 billion of revenue that has been generated from e-commerce in 2017. This is $16.5 billion. This is a lot of money, okay? So if you aren't set up yet on an e-commerce platform or any digital platform, please think hard about it, okay? There are some millions and dollars you're losing out on, okay? So if we have considered all of this, now let's look at some of the e-commerce platforms that you can take advantage of in order to sell your products and get more visibility online. So, like we said, an e-commerce platform permits you to transact, to build business to business relationships and business to consumers relationships, to transact and sell. And like we already said, everything now is happening online. A lot of people have smartphones and computers, and they go online usually when they are seeking something first. Okay, so when it comes to e-commerce platforms, we have quite a number of them. The leading e-commerce platform is Amazon, right? So Amazon permits businesses to sell and display their products online. It's currently one of the leading e-commerce platforms in the world today. They have built a very powerful brand. So if you're signed up on Amazon, it's very easy for somebody to locate your business and transact with you, purchase the product and make payments and shipping arrangements and all of that. So Amazon permits you to do that, and it works in globally in almost every country, right? And then we equally have Konga. Konga is one of Nigeria's leading e-commerce platforms. So if you're based in Nigeria, like most of you who are following me here are, you would likely want to get set up on Konga. So Conga offers a large range of products that can be found on a single platform. So if you're selling maybe electronics, maybe for the home, washing machines and things like that, or you're probably into accessories, maybe selling clothes and shoes, and you're listed on Conga, you're based in Nigeria and you're listed on Conga, people who go to Conga to shop can see your business when they are searching for a particular product, and they quickly get to you to carry out their shopping transactions. And then after Conga, we have Jumia. So Jumia allows is it works similarly to Konga and Amazon, and it equally has a strong presence in Africa. So Jumia also allows customers to buy a large variety of products and groceries online, and it offers different payment methods which are accessible to customers depending on where you're located. Okay, and as we look through all the e-commerce platforms, we equally see the Kilimall, we have Bidobuy and Gigi.ng. So Kilimall is equally an e-commerce marketplace that facilitates merchants and consumers to meet and carry out business transactions. And Kilimall is very much active in East Africa. We equally have Bidobuy, which is also an online marketplace for people to transact virtually. They are very active in South Africa. So if you're uh, in South Africa and interested in buying something online, you have Bidobuy. And we have Gigi, which is equally present in Nigeria and is equally one of the highly acclaimed e-commerce platforms or marketplaces where buyers and sellers can meet to exchange goods and services. So any of these platforms is ideal to get set up and see how you can get more customers and sell your products. Okay. Now that we've looked at the e-commerce platforms, let's take a look at online business directories. Um, Before I continue, Rita, thank you for joining us today. I can see you gracious. Thank you all for joining us. Winfred, it's a pleasure to have you all. We are more than happy. I hope as you've joined, you are following us. Okay, we have Zambia too. Thank you for joining. And okay, so I hope I'm really glad that we have all of you put on here, and I hope you are tracking with me as we are progressing. In case I'm too fast, just let me know and I'll go over some things that I've already said. Okay. Right. So we had finished looking at the benefits that come with taking your business online. We had looked at the different platforms that you can make use of, which is your website, e-commerce, and we equally went on to look at the different e-commerce platforms that are available that you can exploit. So we're now moving on to online business directories. So basically, an online business directory categorizes businesses based on their location and based on their activities. So, if you get signed up on an online business directory, it's easy for people to find your business and equally get you for the products that they need. So, what an online business directory does is that it collates and it presents key information of businesses that are listed, right? Sorry about that. So online business directories collate information on different businesses, the different activities that they are engaged in such a way that when you go on a business directory looking for where you can maybe buy shoes or bags, it's different businesses are going to pop up, and then consumers can choose which business they want to transact with, which product they want to buy, and from who. Okay, so business directories bring all these businesses together on the same space so that it is easy for people to navigate through what they are looking for. I hope that's understood. Okay, so some of the online business directories that we have Yellow Pages of Africa, and we equally have Africa Business Pages. So these are two online business directories that you can get signed up on, and people can easily locate you online when they are searching for a product or a service. Okay, So let's look at how to get listed on an online business directory. If you're thinking about taking advantage of this platform, it's important for you to get listed on an online business directory. So what it requires you to do is go to the online business directory that you want to join. Let's say Africa Business Pages, right? You go to their website and then you put in your. It's going to look something like what you see on the screen. There's some basic information that you need to put in. So the first information that you need to put in is to register your business. Okay, you need to get your business registered, and then you need to put in your contact details. How can customers get to you? Is it through WhatsApp? Do you have an email? You can put all that information there when you're getting signed up on Africa Business Pages, for example. And then you can equally put in your business sector. What exactly are you dealing in? Are you dealing in automobile? Maybe you're selling car parts, or maybe selling cars. So you need to put in the business sector that you are doing business in, and then you equally now need to put in information about your country and your region so that people know, um, is this a place that's around me? How accessible is it? Or is this a place where my good can be easily shipped to me? So it's important to put in all this information. You need to register your business details. You need to put in your contact details. How can they reach you? You need to put in your business sector. What line of business am I in? And then lastly, you need to put in your country or the region from which your business operates. Okay. So it's really very easy to get set up on an online business directory. Okay, so we have looked at e-commerce platforms. We have looked at business directories. Let's take a look at how you can get your business on social media. I'm very sure there are people who are already on social media, very active on social media, because already, if maybe you follow your favorite influencer, favorite celebrity, I don't know, but I'm sure everybody here interacts has some social media profile. Okay, so it's basically using social media, but this time for business purposes, not for personal purposes. Okay, so if you have a great marketing plan, you can exploit social media platforms to launch a great digital campaign so that you can increase your sales and just basically broaden all the opportunities you have online. And like we said earlier, social media permits you to engage more with customers than in a way that you probably don't do on a personal website or on an e-commerce platform, right? So if you are thinking about getting your business on social media, the first thing you need to do is sign up. You need to create an account first. And you need to know that before creating an account with any social media platform, you have to consider if your customers are use that platform, your target audience. If your target audience is very active on that platform, before you go on to create your social media profile. So if you have noticed that you have a lot of you're targeting women, maybe you're a hairdresser, you're targeting women, and a lot of these women use Instagram or they use Facebook, then this is where you need to be creating your social media profile for your business. So you need to just go to the app. A lot of these platforms have mobile apps. So you can just, whichever device, whichever operating system you're using, you can go to iOS or maybe Play Store and download the app, maybe Instagram and Facebook, and then you sign up. Once you're signed up and your profile is already existing, you can now add pictures of your business because pictures say a lot. And Instagram in particular is photography. It's like a whole collection of photography. So you need to add pictures, you need to create your username, and then you need to add your business details. All of these are important when you're trying to get set up on social media. Okay, so if we have at least grasped something from this first part of our session, I would like to see your questions. Is there anything, or even if you don't have questions, your contributions as to what you're already doing for your business? Um, is there anything you're already doing to get your business online? Please kindly let me know. I would like to read from you. I'm glad to have you all here. So, in any case, like I would like to get your questions and your contributions. Is there anything you're already doing so far to get visibility or increase sales for your business online? Are you signed up on an e-commerce platform, or do you have your own website? Are you active on social media? Are you exploiting all these three? Kindly let me know and tell me how it's going for you. How has it, since when did you join? And how has that been working out for you ever since you joined? Have more people seen you? Maybe you had more followers on social media. Maybe you've sold more products on your e-commerce platform or on your website. Please kindly let me know how it's been working for you. So as I wait, please, I definitely want to see your comments and your questions. Okay, so as I'm waiting for them to come, I'm just going to continue with the session while you drop in your contributions. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of our agenda, which has to do, we're going to be looking at how you can develop your e-commerce offering. How can you exploit your e-commerce platform to maximize, to make sure that your business is achieving all the objective you set for it to go online, okay? So when you're thinking about exploiting all the like an e-commerce platform, the first thing you need to think about doing is picking a domain name. This domain name is what will help people find you online easily when they go to Google searching for any particular product. Okay, you have to pick a domain name, and that name is unique to you. There is no other person using the web who has that name as you. Okay, so um your domain name, basically, like I said, is how people can access your website. Okay, if you want to check out our activities at Impact Her or what we do, you're just going to go to impacther.com, right? You're just going to go to Google and search for Impact Her. So Impact Her is our unique name. It's our domain name. That's how we are located online. Okay. So you need to do same. You need to pick a domain name for yourself, and there are different platforms that offer you the possibility of picking a domain. So you will need to register that domain before you can use it. Even if your business already has a name, you need to get that name registered on a site, on a platform, and then people can find you when they search that name. So we have different platforms that offer you the possibility to get a domain name. We have Africa domain, we have Google domains as well, right? And we equally have GoDaddy, we have Domain King, we have Bluehost. So all these sites give you a possibility to get a domain name. And the advantage of being on getting set up on a site like GoDaddy is that it permits you to have a website builder and an SSL. SSL allows you to secure your site. Okay, so once you see that when your site is secured and people are searching your name, it appears with HTTPS, right? The S at the end means your site is secure. And it's very important for your site to be secure because this is an e-commerce platform. People are going to be transacting with you, maybe through mobile payments or whatever money payments they'll be doing to secure a product. And we know cyber criminality has been on the rise. There are people who can easily hack your site and maybe defraud one of your clients, and you'll be the one to bear the blame if one of your clients is defrauded. So you definitely need to make sure that your site is secure. So once you go to GoDaddy, Domain King, and Bluehost, you have the options of securing your domain names, getting a website builder, and equally getting an SSL certificate for your site. So Domain King GoDaddy is global. It is a brand that operates in almost every country, and it's widely known. Most people use GoDaddy to secure a domain name. We equally have Domain King, which is widely known in Nigeria. A lot of people in Nigeria equally use Domain King to secure a domain name. And we equally have Bluehost. Bluehost, similarly to GoDaddy, has equally made a widespread impact. They have a lot of hosting. It is the largest website hosting provider, and it powers millions of websites around the world. So if you are thinking about getting your website set up, go to GoDaddy, Domain King, or Bluehost, and then you can secure a domain name. Okay. Now, once your domain name, once you've secured that and it's already been uh, you've already done gone through the process of securing a domain name, you now need to move on to build your website. So we have Wix and we have Google Sites. These platforms allow you to professionally design your site, and you don't need like a professional developer to do this for you, because they have a lot of tools which you can make use of in order to customize your website and make it look the way you want. Okay, so it requires very little effort or coding. Like I said, you can make use of Wix or Google Sites to build your website. Okay, very little effort, very little coding. Your website looks great, looks exactly the way you would like it to look like. Okay, and then once you have built this website using either Wix or Google Sites, you can now make use of templates, to add more beauty to your website, to make it your own, less like everybody else's. So templates are equally available on Wix. Okay, if you're using Wix to build your website, you can pick a template that reflects what your business is into, right? So, like we can see, we have a template there with success written on it. If you're a motivational speaker, for example, and you're creating a website where you want to send out messages, positive messages that uplift people, then you would like a template that show that demonstrates success or some self motivation, pushing yourself to do better. Okay, so templates are already built in on these websites to facilitate you customizing your site, right? Okay, so like before I move on, you should take note of the fact that when you are choosing a template, you have to make sure that it is in line with what you need and with how you picture your website looking like. Okay, you cannot choose any template for just because it looks nice. Okay, it has to be in line with what your website is all about. Okay, now that that is established, you have picked your domain name. You've already gone to maybe Bluehost, picked your domain name. You have equally, you know, I'm sorry, I got lost. Okay, you have equally used Wix, to set it up with very little effort and coding. And now you're ready to upload content, right? Okay, and you've equally picked a template. So now you want to go on to upload content. So when you're uploading content, you need to make use of a lot of images and make use of text, messages that communicate your products and what your brand is all about. We have the example of Invalid Designs and Juma Art Tours. When you take a closer look at them, you see the quality of images that have been used. Okay, the images really represent what they do as a business, and you can equally include text in these images as you upload content. These texts are part of your content that you're putting up to give people more knowledge about what your business is all about. Okay, so now this process is very simple. Okay, and I'll go over it again. You have secured a domain name, you have built your site, you have picked a template, you've uploaded content. So let's look at some of the best practices that you need to incorporate when you're creating content for your site. Okay, it's very important that you pay attention to the content that you share on your website. So the first thing that you need to do is to prioritize your audience. It's very important. You need to make your website. You need to create a website that focuses on how your product solves the problems of your customers. Okay, every customer who is stopping on your site wants to see what you can offer them that makes their life easier. So you need to make sure that your website meets that need, and you equally need to research your competitors. Once you're all established, once your website is all done, take out some time and research on other websites that are similar to yours. Take a quick look as to what these websites look like and what they are doing. If there is something that they are doing which you have not yet adapted, you can learn from that to improve on what you're doing on your website already, to give it more edge over your competitors. And then another thing you need to take into consideration is to learn search engine optimization basics. This is very important because search engine optimization is what gets your website popping up on the first page of results when people go to Google searching for a product or a service or something. So you need to learn search engine optimization basics so that your website is constantly popping up on the first page of the results. And we all know that very few people go past the first page of results. So you need your website appearing on the first page so that you have a higher traffic, people can click on your site and see what you're all about. Okay, so once your setup, your website is already running, there are some e-commerce plugins that you can make use of. These plugins just facilitate how your website runs and how the different tools that you can use to make sure that your website is running and bringing in the attention that you want from online users. So with e-commerce plugins, you can do promotion, you can make use of promotion and discount code tools. Okay, there are tools there that permit you when you have a promotion or discount going on, it's very easy for people to see that on your website. It's equally easy to use checkout. It's easier to use search engine optimization with e-commerce plugins. Email marketing is integrated in your website. There are with MailChimp, there are some sites that have integrated MailChimp, so it's one of the e-commerce plugins that you can maximize for email marketing. And we equally have the ability for multiple payment options. So these plugins are available on your site, and when customers stop on your website, it's very easy for them to make payments for whatever products that they choose to purchase from you. Okay, so this is very important to take note of and maximize when your website is all set up. Okay, so let's look at where you can download plugins for your website. Like we said, these plugins make the customer experience easier when they want to make payments, and for you to equally reach out to them through emails and all of that. So these plugins uh, are there to facilitate the navigation of your website. So let's look at where you can download some of these plugins. We have WooCommerce, we have Easy Digital Downloads, and we have WPE e-commerce. So with WooCommerce, you can build your online store on an open source, and then you customize your e-commerce platform. You make it your own, and you can equally use easy digital downloads for WordPress. Okay, same with WP e-commerce. WP e-commerce powers at least 36,000 stores. So it's widely used by a lot of e-commerce platforms. So you can use any of these websites to download to download plugins for your e-commerce platform. Okay, so once you're all set up, your e-commerce platform is ready to run, you need to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. It's very, very important because a lot of people use their mobile devices. So whenever they are looking for a solution to a problem, whenever you're looking for a solution to a problem, it's usually many people rush to their phones to get solutions, right? A lot of people will hardly be looking for their PCs to start typing and searching for anything. So you need to make sure that your website is adaptable for a lot of mobile phones. And there is a way you can test your site. Okay, Sandra is going to drop the link right there, and which you can use. So okay, yeah. So Sandra is going to drop the name, the link right there as to how you can test your site to make sure that it's running appropriately for a great customer experience. So let's take a look at some statistics when it comes to making your website mobile friendly. We have 2.41 billion people who will shop worldwide in 2021. So imagine 2021 has passed. This is 2022 already. So we have more than 2 billion people already who are shopping online using their phones. So it's important for your business to be mobile friendly. And we have 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya who are shopping online. Okay, and we equally have 50% of consumers who shop more on their mobiles than in store. A lot of people use their mobile phones to shop rather than actually going to the physical shop. So it's very important that your website is mobile friendly. Okay, so let's proceed. So, like I already said, you need to check if your site is mobile friendly, and Sandra is going to drop the link there. This is the link that you can use to make sure that your site is running just fine. Okay, so I think Sandra has already dropped the link. Okay, so you can use the link to test your website to make sure that it's running efficiently as you would like it to run. All right, let's proceed. So, are there any questions for me? I would like to see them. I would like to see your questions. I would like to see your contributions. Um, oh, Chiamaka, I'm happy to see you join us. Gracious, thank you all. Thank you. Are there any questions? Any questions you have for me? Kindly drop them. If I don't answer to them right away, Sandra is there to assist you. Oh, Mayim, welcome. Oh, from Wari, welcome. We're happy to have you, even though you've come in a little bit late, but you will definitely catch up on all you've missed. So, in fact, thank you all for joining in. Um, don't forget, please keep dropping your contributions and your questions while we proceed. Okay, I'll go through all your questions again. And like I said, Sandra is right there to attend to you. Okay, so let's look at the last part of our agenda, which is utilize social media to drive sales. Utilize social media to drive sales. This is very important. Like every other thing that we've already even said, yes, it's all important. So we've talked about websites, we've talked about e-commerce platforms. Now we are going to look at social media, how you can utilize social media to drive sales. I hope we have been tracking all along. I hope we're together. I hope I'm not too fast. So, but before I get into the last part of the agenda, I'll just have a slight recap of what we have done, especially for those who are just joining. So, we looked at how you could build your own website. Like, we looked at the options you have when you're thinking about taking your business online. We talked about building your own website, getting set up on an e-commerce platform, or using social media to drive sales, which is what we are about to look at. And we went through all the steps as to how you can create your own website, picking a domain name, building that site, choosing a template, uploading content. And when it comes to social e-commerce platforms, we talked about online business directories too. Yeah, we talked about Africa Yellow Pages. We equally looked at in order to set your business on an e-commerce platform. We talked about sites, talked about downloading plugins. In fact, we've seen a lot. Okay, so anyway, at the end of the session, if we still have time, I will still do a recap of what we have done. But just drop your questions and we will attend to you. Okay, so before we get into what social media can do in order to drive sales for your business. How can social media benefit your business? I would like to know from you, okay? Consider that I'm here, I have no idea. Tell me, how can social media benefit your business? Is there anything you're already doing on social media that's yielding some results, some positive results for your business. I would like to read your comments on that. I believe a lot of us are already using social media. I believe so. If you are, I'm sure we post pictures of our best moments and families and all of that. So I believe we already share a great part of our lives on social media. So I hope we're already doing that for our businesses. And if you are not, you need to consider it because there are a lot of benefits here at stake. So let's take a quick look at some of those benefits. Okay. So once when you're if you're thinking about selling, getting your business on social media, you're likely going to benefit from sales, from an increased number of sales, because being present on social media will generate more sales for you. It will add value to your brand. It will improve your marketing. Basically, you provide a more engaging way for you to market your business. It will equally add value to your brand. Imagine you being a tailor, for example. You sew very nice dresses, but you're in the neighborhood, people around the world. There are some people in that neighborhood who probably don't even know you. Some of them will even discover you maybe on social media because everybody now is glued to their phones, right? So it will definitely add value to your brand. It will generate more sales for you. It would improve your marketing. It would build relationships and networks for you because, like we said, social media provides a more engaging platform for you to actually build relationships, to build a community of people who are interested in your products, and you can equally stay competitive. Okay, you're constantly topping the list of your competitors when it comes to sales, reach, visibility. Okay, social media can definitely do all that for you. So, this is what you stand to gain being active on social media. If you're there and already benefiting, good for you. If you are not, you seriously need to consider it. Okay, so well, before you get set up on social media, it's good for you to have a social strategy. For everything, you need strategy. Strategy basically helps you to achieve what you aim to achieve, right? Nobody goes to war. There's no military man who will go to war without having a strategy as to how he can conquer his enemy. How is he going to go about it? So you need to think about the same thing when you're trying to get your business on social media. So here's what you need to consider for your social strategy. You need to consider your audience. You need to consider your business goals. You need to take a look at your social platforms, the tone of voice, and what is success, what you consider to be success. What is it you consider, yeah, as success once you're all set up on social media? So let's take a deeper look at all this. Okay, in trying to define your strategy, as you're trying to define all these key aspects of your strategy, this is what you need to note down or outline. When it comes to your audience, you need to ask yourself, who is my audience? Okay, and what is this audience interested in? So if I'm selling, for example, books, maybe I have a store where I sell stationery and office equipment. My audience will likely be maybe parents and students because during the back to school period, they'll be looking for a lot of stationery. So maybe parents and students are my target audience. And what are they interested in? They're interested in books, pens, rulers, sharpeners, etc. So you need to equally take a look at what influences them. Okay, this audience you're targeting, what exactly influences them? You need to equally take a look at when they are usually online. It's important for you to know when they are usually online so that you know when to make posts that will get to them. Okay, maybe most students during the day they're in school, so you can consider making your post later in the afternoon. Maybe schools are over, maybe parents are done from work, and they can see your content. And then which social media do they use? This audience you're targeting, are a lot of them on Facebook? If they are on Facebook, then there is no point creating a social media profile on LinkedIn because you will not reach them. So it's very important for you to consider all these aspects when it comes to your audience. Okay, let's move on to your business goals. When it comes to your business goals, you need to define them. Okay, you need to state exactly what you want to achieve as a business when getting set up on social media. So the first thing is give better customer service. Everybody likes to feel pampered. They like to feel taken care of. Okay, so when they stop on your social media profile, it's important that as a business you give the best service that you can. Make sure that you make your customers feel that you are there to tend to their needs and you're always there to solve whatever problems they have. Okay, and you know that if you want to give a great customer service, you don't have to be rude. I mean, really pamper, as we say, the customer is king, right? So the next thing is to as a you need to define when you're defining your business goals. One of them could be to grow brand awareness. Okay, one of your business goals could be to give a better customer service, like we've said, which is what most customers enjoy, the experience from shopping with you or from stopping on your social media profile. So it can be one of your goals to give a better customer experience. It can equally be one of your goals to grow brand awareness. Maybe you want your brand to be known by more people. You equally want to generate more sales, okay, or get more people on your site. That can help us as business goals. Or you might equally want to connect with influencers. Okay, influencers are people who have a large social media following. So if you get set up on social media and you are connected to influencers, these influencers can equally attract more people to come to your site. So you need to establish what exactly your business goals are as you get set up on social media. And then once you have established your audience and what their needs are, you have written down what your business goals are, you now need to pick a platform. And like we had seen, the platform that you pick is dependent on your target audience, right? So when you're picking a platform, is this you need to think about, is it is your focus business or lifestyle? Because different platforms um, are used differently. Okay, so you need to consider, is your platform going to be business focused or is it going to be focused on lifestyle? And then you can when it comes to the social when it comes to picking a platform, you might want to start with one, start with one platform, you test, you learn, and then you try another. So as you are trying to pick a platform, and if in case you're not certain, you might want to start with one and see how it works before you choose to grow with other social media platforms. And then equally, when you're picking a platform, you need to consider the fact that different channels need different strategies. Okay, the way you post, the way you craft your messages, when you post, depends on the platform that you are using. So the way you craft your messages for LinkedIn is not the same way you craft your messages for maybe Instagram or Facebook. So you need to think about all this when you're picking a platform. Okay, so the next aspect that you need to consider in your social strategy is to define your brand's social voice. Okay, the tone of the voice that you use. You need to define the social voice of your brand. Okay, so the tone of your voice has to walk in line with your brand guidelines. What are your brand guidelines? What are the guidelines that you have established for your brand? The tone of your voice should reflect those guidelines. Okay, and we equally have logo use, where you have to constantly have a logo which you use across these several social media platforms. Okay, to provide consistency so that when people see that logo, they can easily identify you. And then we have fonts and colors. Your brand normally should have a particular color, a particular color that makes people know that, okay, this is this business, right? For example, Impact Her, we have red as our brand color. So it will not make sense if you see us using red color for our social media, for our Facebook post, and then on LinkedIn we're using yellow, and then we go on to Instagram and use green. It's important to establish uniformity when it comes to fonts and colors. And then we have tone of voice. The tone of voice you use, it indicates the personality, okay? How you assert yourself as a business. So the tone of voice that you use on your social media platforms is very important. It depicts a lot about how you assert yourself as a business. And then the style of images that you use, what kind of images do you go for? And remember, when you are considering all these aspects under tone of voice for your social strategy, it is important to have uniformity. Okay, so you need to maintain this across all the social media platforms that you use, be it Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, okay, or Twitter, right? Okay, so what is your definition of success when your business is established on social media? You need to define what success means to you, okay? It could mean different things for different business people, but what does it mean to you, okay? Does success mean growth in sales and traffic? Does success mean improvement in customer service, calls answered, or star ratings? Or does it mean an increase in brand awareness, reach, and number of mentions? Okay, so your definition of business of success likely would work in line with your business goals, right? So maybe your definition of success for your social strategy is to get maybe 1,000 followers on Instagram. And if you've achieved 1,000 followers, then you consider that you have been successful in setting up your business. Okay, so it can mean success can mean a lot to different business owners, and you need to define what success means to you in your social strategy. Okay, so if we have been following up and keeping up with all we have been saying, I would like you to tell me which social media platforms you use for your business. Okay, what do you sell? Wigs, makeup, maybe computers, phones. What do you sell? In fact, whatever you are engaging in, kindly let me know which social media platforms you already use, or if there are any social media platforms that you are considering to use as you take your business online. Are there any? Okay, Panda, you say you do a lot of sponsored and targeted ads on social media. That's great. That's already great for your business. I think you're already doing fine. That's really, really good. Uh, Anybody else? Are we already using social media platforms? And if we are, which platforms are we using? How is that working for us? Are we realizing all the goals we have set up for our businesses? If yes, kindly let me know. Let me know. Okay. Anyway, as you're dropping them, I'll be moving on, okay? In case I don't see it right away, Sandra will attend to you. Okay, so let's look at the different social media platforms that are available. We are going to be starting with Twitter. So with Twitter, Twitter allows you to run conversations. It's a great public relations tool, actually. And it with Twitter, you can create a professional looking profile. You can add a header image. You can add your business name as well, and it's going to allow you to get noticed during trending conversations. When there are conversations that are going on using with relevant hashtags. If you participate in these conversations and make use of these hashtags, then what you post will likely be seen by a lot of people. And then on Twitter, you probably have the possibility, your clients have the possibility to ask questions, and you can equally run polls. Okay, you can retweet, you can engage. So Twitter is a great space for conversations, basically. And if you're not uh in fact, Twitter just allows you not to, if you don't have to post images, type anything that's too lengthy. Just quick thoughts, quick messages about your business. Twitter is a great space for you. Okay, so if you're considering Twitter for your business, it's highly recommendable, and you can equally pin tweets. It's a great space to just share messages, participate in conversations, engage with your customers. Okay, so apart from Twitter, we equally have Facebook. So Facebook gives customers the possibility to find you and to see what your business is about. And Facebook has the opportunity for you to post all these images, unlike Twitter. You can post as many images as you like, and equally add a link to your website. So you under every Facebook post, you can include a link to the website so that when people stop on your Facebook page and they tap that link, it can increase traffic to your site. And then on your Facebook profile, you can add your opening hours, your contact details. In fact, you can put in a lot of business information that your clients need to reach out to you. And then you can equally change the call to action button. Okay, you can constantly update and change the call to action button. And then you can make use of amazing features. You can use GIFs, you can use videos in order to make your social media profile on Facebook more interesting and push people to share your content. Okay, we'll move on to Instagram. So there is one thing very unique about Instagram. Instagram is like a digital album, right? I know for a fact that when I was much younger, our parents used to keep albums, and when visitors came to their house, those albums were the first thing that they used to entertain visitors. Yeah, today we have TVs and a lot of modern things, but albums were this was usually a great way to entertain guests. So a lot of people turn to Instagram when they are looking out for great photos and videos. So if you want to make Instagram a regular profile for your business, then you need to regularly update photos and videos, and you have to make sure that the quality is great. Okay, so with Instagram you can use your photo caption to tell a story, to captivate the interest of your clients. You can equally make use of hashtags, and be careful not to overuse hashtags. Okay, you can make use of hashtags, and then you can equally follow influencers, brands, or people that you find interesting, people that you can equally learn a thing or two from in order to boost your business and make it better. So Instagram is a very great platform for visual content. Okay, so we move on to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is known as the professional site. Okay, LinkedIn is for people who are looking to build professional relationships for their businesses or their companies. So if you're considering LinkedIn as a social media platform, you should know that LinkedIn is very great for recruitment. It's an amazing website to recruit even people for your business, and you can equally professionally connect with people who are engaging in the same business, or potential clients or actual clients. So with LinkedIn, you can create a personal or a company page, and you can equally encourage your employees to become brand advocates of your business. You can equally make your page visible, because your company page on LinkedIn is very search engine friendly. Okay, so when you are set up on LinkedIn, it's very easy for somebody who is searching for your business to find it as one of the results. Okay, your LinkedIn profile will pop up as one of the results on the search engine. And then you can equally generate interest by creating special showcase pages, okay, on LinkedIn, and equally share product news and a lot of content about your activities or your business. So LinkedIn basically is a great social media platform to build professional connections. All right. Okay, so we'll pause for questions. Are there any questions for me? I want to read. I want to see your questions. Do we have any questions? Oh, I see. Soul Traveler. Yes, you said you use Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Great. These are really great platforms. Gracious. You're using WhatsApp and Facebook. Uh, we have Ogwejiofo. I hope I got the name right. You're using WhatsApp and Instagram. Wow, wow. Sounds like we're already doing great on social media. Wow. It's so nice to read all these comments from you. Okay, so I hope we found this session really interesting, and we learned one or two things as to how we can maximize our online presence, be it through e-commerce platforms, be it through websites, or through social media, or through online business directories. So I hope to get more reviews from you as to as to how you implemented the knowledge you got today and how it has made your business better. Okay, we're always here to reach out to you and connect with you. Impact Her is present on a lot of social media platforms. So you can always reach out to us to let us know how you're doing with your business online. So before we end for today, please don't forget we have a session tomorrow. We have another session on creating a digital marketing plan. Okay, so do not miss it. We are going to be discussing a lot of things, breaking down a lot, and you will not want to miss this. I'm telling you, because there's a lot of knowledge out there. So if we found this helpful, don't forget to log on to uh, the digital skills site so that we can learn more about how to proceed with our business online. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and search for Digital Skills for Africa. You will have a lot more resources that you can tap from. So thank you very much. I'm so glad that we could have today's session, and I look forward to doing this with you next time. So until our next session, which is tomorrow, goodbye.